Hey, it's Anthony from OhPlay.com, and today we will be playing OhShape. It is a rhythm, exercise, beat kind of type of game with lots of movement, and probably going to get out of breath soon. So let's dive into this then. So we've got lots of tracks here, custom songs, some extras. Hopefully there's more to it than that, but let's kick off with the tutorial. I am center. So to pass. So basically you've got to move your body, arms, legs, duck, and just get yourself through each symbol by busting shapes. So you can see my figure is a silhouette, which is quite nice. It actually does feel quite like it's my own. Standard Beat Saber style dodging, ducking. So lots of squats, and we've got to hit these. I think you actually got to properly punch those. So we could catch these with our hands. Again, a little bit of additional movement, crouching. And that's pretty much it, I think. So get the shapes right. Dodge, duck, hit, catch, punch. All right, let's dive into a proper test. So, lots of different types of genres. Some rocky, pop, K-pop here. Let's do this one. Some 80s vibes. It's quite hard to get the right shapes. So I don't think it was getting all my movements. It says I have done most of them, but I kind of got like a thumping sound, like it was incorrect. Let's try a different track. So like some beat games, it might be a case where it only really comes into itself when you start to play like medium and certain other harder tracks where you're a bit more active. Cool. Because these little ones could be at any point, and because they kind of come together, it makes you think that because you've got to do it out of view, and like with Beat Saber you've got like sticks, so you can actually see where you're about to hit them, but because they're coming at you and sometimes they're out of your peripheral, you kind of almost got to guesstimate where you're going to hit them, so that's a little bit frustrating. Starting to hear my breath though, so it's definitely doing something. And we can probably add this to our exercise article. Let's try a medium, see how hard this is. Ah. Oh, that's a bit tricky. This is hard. Ooh. Too many errors. All right. Okay. Let's try a small room, see if it tightens the gameplay a little bit. Because you can't really track your legs, you can pretty much ignore what your legs are doing. So even with a small room, I missed that one. Much better, that one. It's all quite very electro still. For anyone that's more into rock and things like that, there's not much variety there. Yeah, I think it would be nice to have a little bit more guarantee that you're getting it right. There's like the wall ones, that's obvious, and that noise there when you're collecting the gems. Quite a long track, this one. Hey, got all the walls there. So just so you can put your internal maps from, I don't know, the website to be able to program these. Nice to maybe download other people's would be nice. I'm ready to play now. Put me Alright, let's try one of these. Let's try medium again. See if we can not fail this time.
Oh. Put me on the stage now. I'm ready to rage now. I feel like an animal stuck in a cage and I'm ready to break out. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. This time, like the last time, you better get ready to race to the top. Ready to do this. Show you what the truth is.
They're very a bit close together. Some of these walls.
Lower the lights down. Hand over my crown. Hand over my heart. I do this for my town. I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time. None of you people can tell me to stop. Yeah. So what are you afraid of? Those feelings are made of. Get in the game, your moment of fame. Show them what you made of. It's time that we stand up. It's time that we man up. For anyone asking who is the best, we putting our hands up. My time, nothing can keep me from reaching the top. This time, like the last time, I'm moving so fast, I'm ready to ride. I'm ready to throw down, it's time for the showdown. I'm ready to rise, don't be surprised, I'll take on the world now. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. Lower the lights down, hand over my crown, hand over my heart. I do this for my town, I do this for my crowd. So turn me up real loud. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. My town, my crown, we know what it takes to be reaching the top. We reaching the top, we reaching the top. We know what it takes to be reaching the top. My time, none of you people can tell me to stop. My town, my crown, we know what it takes to be reaching the top.
Not bad, survived. There's lots of walls that are very close together, and yes, that makes you move a lot more quicker, but it feels almost game breaking slightly. I think it needs to be, that was probably a bit too close for me, and I can't imagine how hard it is. Let's try another track in hard, just to see how hard it is. Okay, red is hard. Give it a shot. Okay, 2 fails. Oh, I'm gonna fail this. Yes. Yeah, that's hard. I don't know, you have to have ludicrous speed and not old man reactions for that. So in theory it's not 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So there's 12 tracks there. And then there's 5 there. So 17 tracks in total. Is that a good enough value, do you reckon? Obviously they're going to improve this and add more tracks as they go along. It'd be nice to maybe, I don't know, colorize these or filter them in some way so I know exactly which ones are pop, which ones are like indie, K-pop and so on. It'd just be nice to filter them a bit. I know there's not that many yet, but whenever there is, you're definitely going to be able to filter this. Extras seems a little bit confusing. It feels like these are like extra modes and not actual extra songs. So why are they extras? Are they just done, are they local? Are they not licensed? Are they done by the team? One last one. I think you can kind of see the gist of this game really. I think we've seen all there is in such a small space of time. What is available for this game and the different game mechanics. So yeah, if you're in the UK and you know the Steps bands from the 90s, 2000s, it's kind of got that kind of vibe when you're doing their dance routines.
You're all set now to rock this town. You don't really need to play it low. Just get up and go. This is all your show. You should know.
I think those walls would have been nicer to just be rings that you have to punch rather than walls. And that might open more gameplay. Bad. Besides that, they've not gone for the usual neon sort of style. Again, it is very generic blocks and things. Still waiting for someone to do a bit more photorealistic kind of game where you're, I don't know, you're running through rooftops and you've got to jump over between rooftops and a bit like Mirror's Edge really, and this has got a kind of Mirror's Edge clean vibe to it. what we got in the settings. Music. That's pretty much it for that. All right. Sounds funky. Let's do that one more time.
Keep on working it out every single day. We keep on rocking it on like this now. Check it out now.
Oh.
Until that game begins, old tricks start wearing thin. I'll just keep on keeping on, keep on hustling. I'm gonna keep on keeping on, keep on.
Oh, this is terrible. Yeah, I think some of these gems are a little bit out of reach on some of them. Let's just try that one easy. Definitely getting the heart working though, so I'd recommend this if you want something a bit different to your routine. That involves a bit more of the body a little bit, because not many do. This is not up there with Box VR, but it's not far off. And I think if you do play this in hard mode, I think you'll be getting up there. And if you're completing the games as well, the levels, I think you'll definitely. That's cool. We don't see many of those. I think the developers would be nice if they made some of the moves a little bit more seamless, and it's like these aren't too bad, but some of the moves aren't so easy to get into in the time that you've got, especially on the hard mode. And this is nice and calm at the moment, but imagine doing that. It's all coming at you at ludicrous speeds. Easy has some level of exercise involved. You are definitely moving. Medium, I think, is probably the way to go to make sure you complete the rounds and don't disrupt any of your sort of fitness routine. You can always wear a sweatsuit and do it easy mode. Put some weights on or something and still get a bit of a workout. Oh, standing up there.
Everybody got to roll on. Everybody got to rock on. Everybody got to switch on. You got to get turned on. Everybody got to roll on. Everybody got to rock on. Everybody got to switch on. You got to get turned on. Everybody got to roll on. Everybody got to rock on. Everybody got to switch on. You got to get turned on. Keep on keeping on, keep on hustling. Keep on keeping on, keep on hustling. Keep on.
You really got to punch those walls. You have to be conscious of your head as well a little bit. Make sure your head's dead straight. Be nice to maybe choose some levels to make you squat a little bit more, perhaps. You actually work the legs a bit more. I've not seen a game where you actually see something come and you actually got to jump over it. I know you can't really sense that, but I think tracking from the head to the floor, you should at least know you're going over some height of obstacle. I guess you could just lift up your head and get the same thing, but you are still like going on your tiptoes or something to jump over something. That would be a nice touch, and I think someone should take that on board maybe. Alright, so that's a small little look at OhShape on the Oculus Quest. Quite a few tracks, lots of variety. Hard modes are definitely hard. Medium, it's probably a good amount if you put some time into it and learning the various moves that it gives you, and I think you could have some good fun with that. But otherwise, yeah, it's good fun. That's it for now, and look out for our review soon on OhQplay.com, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, bye.